How do I
I'm
put?
gonna mute myself.
Oh, there's Wendy. Yay. Hi, Wendy. Okay, mute yourself. I'll spotlight myself for everyone. And Wendy, we're using a block. If you don't have a block, I think you do. Okay, cool. Awesome, friends. Okay, and then just lay down. So just have your block somewhere handy. We're not using it just yet, but go ahead and as you lay down, just take a moment, stretch a little bit, reach your arms long, legs long. Maybe hug your knees in or anything else that's calling to you. And then eventually come to either constructive rest pose, so feet apart, knees together, or the opposite, feet together, knees apart. So you choose which one will best serve you, and then just end up there. And once you've got the position with your legs, invitation to bring one hand to your heart space and one hand to your belly. Close your eyes. And we'll take 3 big deep breaths together to just drop in a little more. So next time you inhale, fill up as big as you can. Hold in fullness. See if you can take an extra little sip of air even at the top. And then open your mouth and big sigh, let it out. And just do that 2 more times. So inhale, fill up. All the way up as full as you can become. Hold. Keep holding, extra little sip. And then big open mouth sigh, release. One last time. Biggest inhale you've taken all day long. Hold. Take an extra little sip, maybe 2 this time. And then open your mouth and let it out. Good. And then start to drop into your Ujjayi breath. In and out through your nose with that little constriction in the back of your throat. So you start to create that little whisper noise as you breathe in and out. And then as you connect to your Ujjayi breath, bring your feet to the width of your yoga mat if they're not there already, knees bent. And either tee out your arms or cactus your arms. And we'll just start with some windshield wipers. So inhale, center. And as you exhale, knees fall to either side. Inhale, bring your knees back through center, and then exhale over to the other side. Take this a couple more times on your own. So slowly and mindfully, just moving your knees, windshield wipering your knees side to side. Your feet are nice and wide to create space in your low back. And then finish the round you're on. Come back to center and grab hold of your block. Place it in between your inner thighs. Can be closer to your pelvis or closer to your knees. Doesn't matter. It's not super important. And then just wherever it feels comfortable. It's on the skinniest setting or the middle setting. You choose. So you want your knees about hips width distance apart. So for me, if I put it on the middle setting, closer to my knees, that's what works best for me for this exercise. You want your knees to stack over your hips and then your shins parallel to the ground. Tee out your arms or cactus your arms. Feet active, so flex your feet back or your toes back towards your shins. You're going to inhale here. And then as you exhale, just moving from your hip joint, slowly lower your legs so that your heels either touch the ground or get close to touching the ground. Don't let this position of your spine change, so keep a neutral spine. And then inhale, just lift your knees back up. All the movement comes from your hips. So exhale, lower your feet towards the ground. Maybe your heels tap down. Again, just moving from your hip joint. Inhale, lift your knees back up. So exhale to lower, inhale to lift. Exhale, lower your feet. Get as close as you can to the ground without rounding or arching your back. Keep it neutral. And then inhale, lift back up. And just do that a few more times on your own. Squeeze your block with your inner thighs. Keep your spine completely neutral. So you should feel like you have a brace around your middle as you lower your legs. You might get a little shakiness happening. That's not a bad thing. Just means you're challenging yourself, but don't let your back arch. So don't let the space under your low back increase at all. Keep it the same as you lift and lower. Heels get as close to the ground as they can. Maybe they touch and then just lift back up. Just a couple more, 2 or 3 more rounds like that. This is pretty simple, but if you do it about, 5 to 10 times, you will feel it pretty quickly. Take one more round and then return to your reverse tabletop position with that block in between your inner thighs still. Once you're back in neutral, if you need to make any adjustments with your block or just activate your feet a little more, please do. Take an inhale here, neutral spine. This time as you exhale, knees go over to your right side, but don't let them touch the ground. So it's like you're coming into a supine twist, but don't let your legs touch the ground. Keep them hovering. Inhale as you hold, and then exhale to bring your knees back to center. Inhale, center. I'm going to adjust my block so that it's on the skinniest width now. You can do the same if you want. Exhale over to your left side. So squeeze your block and hold here as you inhale. Try to keep the backs of your shoulders rooted down. And then exhale back to center. This time, inhale, center. Extend your left leg straight up. Bend your knee as much as you need to so you're not pulling on your low back. And then exhale, legs to your right. Hover them above the ground. Don't let your left shoulder lift if possible. Breathe in, squeeze your block. Active feet. And then exhale slowly back to center. Inhale, center, switch out your legs. So right leg extends, left knee bends. And then exhale over to your left. Hover and hold. Squeeze your block, breathe in. And then exhale, slow motion, bring it back to center. Inhale, center. See if you can extend both legs now. Bend your knees as much as you need so your spine is still neutral. Exhale, legs go right. Hold and hover. Breathe in. Exhale, slow motion back up. Inhale, center, legs straight, active feet. Squeeze your block. Exhale to the left. Hold, hovering above the ground. Squeeze. Breathe in. And then exhale slowly back to center. Keep your legs extended. Reach your arms up. Squeeze your block. See if you can lift your head, neck, shoulders, even your shoulder blades lift. And then tuck your tailbone, pull your belly button towards the ground, lift your feet higher. Everything is reaching up, up, up. Legs are squeezing in towards your block. Hold here for 3. Squeeze, pull low belly down. 2, 1, and let it go. Woo! Now remove your block from your inner thighs. We're going to come into a restorative or a supported bridge pose. So feet on the ground with knees bent, hips width distance apart. Lift your hips, peel your spine off your mat, then come into restorative bridge with your block underneath your sacrum. I like mine at the middle setting. You can go lowest or even highest setting if that feels okay for you. Just rest your sacrum down on top of your block. And take about 5 deep breaths, just kind of letting your body rest here, letting your body give in to gravity. Arms can be just out to your sides, down by your sides. The only engagement is pressing your feet down into the ground and just ever so slightly hugging in with your inner thigh so your knees don't splay out to the sides. Just breathe down into your low belly. Breathe down into the front of your hips. Take a couple more rounds right here. Let this feel good. Very nice, my friends. All right. Press into your feet. Lift your hips. Slide your block out from under you. And then on an exhale, slowly set your spine back down 1 vertebra at a time. And then bring your feet out wide to the width of your mat again. Tee out your arms. Take a couple more windshield wipers side to side, back and forth slowly and mindfully. Good job, friends. All right, finish the round you're on. Come back to center. And now bring your block in between your inner thighs, setting up for bridge pose again, but this time it won't be restorative. We're gonna hold ourselves. So block for me, I like this one in between my inner thighs as close to my pelvis as I can get it on the smallest setting. All 10 toes face forward, heels and ankles go straight down from your knees, arms down by your sides. Squeeze your block, exhale, pull your belly button down, scoop your tailbone up, then inhale, peel your spine off your mat. Once you get to the top of your bridge, if you want, you can work your shoulders underneath you, maybe even interlace your fingers underneath you, or you could take robot arms as well with your elbows bent, palms face each other, fingertips face the sky. Keep pressing into your heels and the inner edges of your feet as you hug your block with your inner thighs. And then press into the back of your head as well. Breathe down into your belly and imagine you're trying to reach your knees and your shins forward and away from your upper body. Keep squeezing your block, keep lifting, keep breathing, big, spacious breath. Just about 3 more rounds. Press into your feet, especially your heels and the inner edges. You could pick up your toes if you want and spread up. Soften the muscles in your face, your forehead, your jaw. Good, and then if you do have your shoulders underneath you, kind of work them out from under you. Reach your arms straight up. Take one more inhale. Keep reaching your arms straight up, and then ever so slowly set your spine back down, one vertebra at a time. When you get back to the ground, back to neutral, remove your block, set it off to the side. Hug your knees in, take a little rock. Give your low back a little massage against the ground. You can absolutely find your own way up to your tabletop, up to your hands and your knees. Or if you want, invitation to rock and roll a couple times along your spine, along the length of your spine. After you've taken a few rocks, just rock up, cross your ankles, and roll over your feet coming forward to hands and knees. Tabletop position. And then from tabletop, let's move through some cat-cows. Inhale to arch. Stretch your front body. Exhale to round. Stretch your back body. Back and forth. A few more times just like that. If you do want to make this a little more intuitive, kind of explore a little bit more, totally fine with me. Slowly and intentionally. If you've lost your Ujjayi breath, now is a great time to bring it back. In your next couple of rounds, friends, find your way into downward facing dog pose. Once you're in down dog, give yourself a moment to explore that. You can pedal it out. Shift your weight side to side. Give your head a little nod or a little shake. Find your strong foundation through your hands. Find your strong shoulders. Strong core. Big, spacious, big, intentional breaths. All right, take a big inhale into your down dog. And as you exhale, look forward, and however you want to get there, feet to the top of your space, forward fold. Inhale to your halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, fold and bow. Do that once more. Half lift, spine parallel to the ground. Back of your neck is long, sides of your neck are long. And exhale, fold, release. This time, take it all the way up. Rise, inhale, arms overhead, maybe even gaze up. Hands to your heart center as you exhale. Flowing with your breath for a moment. Inhale, high mountain, stretch tall. Exhale, lead with your heart and take it down slowly into your fold. Bow in. Halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, release, fold. And then let's rise back up. Inhale, arms extend. And hands to heart center, exhale. One more like that. Inhale, high mountain. Exhale, slow dive all the way down. Lift halfway. Get all the rounding out of your back. Exhale, release and fold. Then root through your feet. Rise up. Inhale your arms overhead. Maybe gaze up. Hands to heart center as you exhale. Okie doke, friends. This time, inhale, reach up. We're going to balance on our right foot. So lift your left knee up, flex your left toes back. So find your balance here. Hug in with your inner thighs. Little tone in your belly. Take one more inhale. As you exhale, we're going to move into a warrior three. So arms might reach forward. You could also reach back or out to your sides. Left leg extends back. Long, strong, powerful line. Take one more round. And then see if at the end of your exhale, you can land softly in crescent lunge. Left toes to the back of your mat. Crescent lunge. Settle in. If you need to adjust, adjust. And as you settle in, really find that connection to your strong core. So hug in with your inner thighs. Draw your front hip back, back hip forward, navel to spine. So you should feel nice and stable here, not like you're wobbling all around. Legs are strong. Core is slightly engaged. There's a tone in your belly, a brace around your middle. Puff up your chest and maybe even take your gaze up. Take one more inhale here. Then as you exhale, let's open it up into warrior two. So pivot your back heel down, reach your right arm forward and your left arm back. Bend into your front knee and track it towards your pinky toe. So try not to let your knee collapse in towards your big toe. Shoulders stack over hips. And just breathe big and spacious. With your next inhalation, we'll go for reverse warrior. So reach up and reach back, lengthening through your right side body. Left hand can come to left hip for a little more support. You might slide your left hand down your back leg or reach your left arm behind your back and forward. Lots of options. Keep that deep bend in your front knee and keep it tracking open towards your pinky toe. Take one more inhale here as you reach, and then exhale, come back to warrior two. Straighten your front leg. Maybe shorten your stance just ever so slightly, setting up triangle. Imagine your hips are being pulled back as you reach forward, and then right hand towards the ground, left arm towards the sky. Keep your hips open, keep your heart open. This is a perfect place to stay. If you want to, half moon, reach your right hand forward, float your back leg up. So balancing half moon, hips are still open, heart is still open. Back foot is active, back leg is strong and powerful. Wherever you are at, whether you're in triangle or your half moon pose, take 2 more rounds of breath. Big, spacious breath, powerful breath. Good job, my friends. All right, we're gonna come back to a standing position. Step your left foot to the back of your yoga mat. And then once you've arrived, maybe you're in a warrior two, maybe you're in more of a triangle pose, doesn't matter. Just pivot all of your toes towards the long edge of your mat and straighten both of your legs. So make any adjustments you need here. Take an inhale to reach your arms up. And exhale, slow dive all the way down into your wide-legged forward fold. Give yourself a couple breaths or so just hanging out in your fold. You can explore any way you want or just hold and breathe. And then with your next inhale, come to a halfway lift. Keep your right hand or your right fingertips down, left arm up. So you're twisting towards the back edge of your mat. And then from this place, you're going to keep your hand and your left foot on the ground. Pick up your right foot and thread it through your arm and your leg. End up in boat pose facing towards the back edge of your mat. So boat pose, you're balanced on your sit bones. Okay, see if you can locate your block again, grab hold of it. And then you're going to take your block, and as you exhale, you're going to thread it through. So lift your left leg, right leg closer to the ground, and just pass your block under your leg. And just like that, you're passing your block from hand to hand underneath your legs. Just switching, kind of scissor kicking your legs slowly and intentionally as you balance on your sit bones. You can plug in your breath however works best for you. Keep your feet active, keep your legs as straight as you can. Navel to spine connection. So just back and forth like this, threading it through, passing it underneath your leg, holding in this boat position. Take about 3 more back and forth. Woo! All right, finish the round your own, set your block to the side. Boat pose, I'm grabbing the backs of my thighs because I need a little help. You can bring your hands behind you as well if you want extra support. Take one more breath in boat pose. And then set your left foot down, right hand down on the ground behind you, fingers face away from your body. You're gonna flip yourself over into a 3-legged down dog with your right leg extended up. Once you're in 3-legged down dog, open your right hip up. Bend your knee, reach it out and up towards the sky. Take an inhale here. If you prefer to stay, that's fine. Otherwise, exhale, right knee towards left elbow. Inhale, 3-legged dog, open your hip again. And then exhale, right knee towards right armpit, super high. Inhale, take it back up, open your hip. Only if you want, option to flip your dog, right foot comes down behind you. Right arm reaches forward. Open through your front body. Breathe down into your belly. Get a nice stretch for your abdominal wall. One last big deep breath. And then everybody regular down dog. Bring it back into just regular down dog and walk it out. Woo-wee. Reconnect to Ujjayi. You can stay in down dog, walk it out a little longer, or we'll move through a quick vinyasa. Inhale, come forward, high plank. Exhale, slowly lower. Inhale, peel your heart open. And exhale, send your hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Great big inhalation into your dog pose. Push the ground away, lift your hips high. And exhale, gaze forward, step or float, top of your space. Halfway lift once you arrive. Breathe in. Exhale, bow and fold. And then let's rise all the way up. Big stretch at the top. Inhale. Hands to your heart center. Exhale. Okie dokie. Arms reach up, high mountain. Pause here. Left foot this time is your base. Lift your right knee, standing staff. Flex your toes, hug in with your inner thighs. Breath is slow and steady. Take one more inhale. As you exhale, warrior 3. So your variation of warrior 3, you choose the arms. Take 1 or 2 full breaths in warrior 3. Long through your spine, strong through your back leg. And then see if you can land softly in crescent. So right toe step back, arms reach up. If you didn't land softly, totally fine. Take a moment to adjust if needed. Feel the strength and stability through your legs. Feel your strong core, so you're not flaring your ribs forward and letting go through your belly. Draw navel to spine and feel that invisible brace around your middle. Maybe gaze up, reach through your fingertips, and just feel everything there is to feel in this moment, in your body, in your crescent lunge. Take one more inhale. Exhale, open it up into your warrior 2 stance. So your back heel now pivots down, back foot parallel to the back edge of your mat. Bend your front knee and get it to track towards your pinky toe. Your knee is stacked over your ankle, not forward of your ankle. Next time you breathe in, reverse your warrior. So from home, rotates up, reach up and reach back, lengthening through your left side. All the way to empty with your exhales. Variations are welcome. You can do the same thing you did before, something different on this side. Just feel into that length of your left side. Puff up your left ribs. Take one more inhale, reach, bend your left knee a lot. Exhale, come back, warrior 2. Set up for triangle. So straighten your front leg. Maybe shorten your stance just a little bit. And imagine your hips are being pulled back. And reach forward. Reach, 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 reach. When you can't reach anymore, left hand towards the ground, right arm towards the sky. So stay open through your heart, open through your hips. You can stay in your triangle. This is your pose. Or You can move into your balancing half moon. So great place to use your block under your left hand if you want to. Lean forward and float your back foot off the ground. Just press with your back foot like you're stomping it on an invisible wall. Stay open through your hips and your heart. Keep breathing. Imagine you're breathing in every single direction. Take one more big deep breath wherever you're at. And then come back to a standing position. It can be either a warrior two or more of triangle, but standing up. And then once you've landed, just straighten your front leg, turn all of your toes to face towards the long edge of your mat. Take your arms up, breathe in. And then as you exhale, hinge at your hips and dive down, forward fold. Hang out for a couple rounds or so, anywhere you want to go, any way you want to be in this pose. Big, spacious breaths. Next time you inhale, friends, come to your halfway lift. Then from your half lift, left hand on the ground, right arm to the sky. You can also bring your left hand to a block if you want. Twisting towards the back of your mat, your spine is long. So be in this twist for just a moment. And then you know where we're headed. We're going to pick up our left foot and thread it through our arm and our leg. Come down to rest on your sit bones. I guess I shouldn't say rest. Come down to balance on your sit bones. So back to boat pose, facing towards the back edge of your mat. All right. This time, we're not going to use our block. We're just going to go high boat to low boat. If you need extra support, your hands can be on the ground behind you like so. So inhale, high boat. This is your high boat. As you exhale, low boat, everything hovers. Draw low belly down. Inhale, high, lift. Exhale, low, hover. Pull navel to spine. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, high, lift. Exhale, lower. We'll do about 3 more. Inhale, high. Squeeze your inner thighs towards each other. Exhale, lower. Pull low belly down. Squeeze. Inhale, lift. Exhale, hover. One more time like that. Inhale, lift. And exhale, low boat. Inhale, high boat. Plant your right foot. Bring your left hand behind you. Fingers face away from your body. Flip it over. 3-legged down dog. Open your left hip. Bend your left knee. Left hip stacks on top of right. This should feel relatively good now to open your hip. Take an inhale here. Stay if you want, or exhale, left knee towards your right elbow. Inhale, 3-legged. Open your hip. Exhale, left to left. Aim high on your left arm. Inhale, 3-legged. Open your hip. And then this time, option to flip it. Left foot comes down. Left arm reaches forward. Feel that stretch through your front body. Send your breath all the way down to your belly. Back muscles hug around your spine. Take one more round. And then bring it back, everyone, regular downward facing dog, and just walk it out. You can absolutely come straight down into child's pose, or invitation to inhale, rock forward, high plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, lift your heart. And then sit back into a child's pose. Give yourself a moment to just rest, to just recalibrate. Notice how you feel. Notice how your body feels. All right. Rise up to hands and knees, tabletop. From your tabletop, we're going to move into a modified side plank on our right side. So pivot on your right knee, right foot comes to the outside of your mat. And then left arm reaches up, left leg reaches back. So opening up, Left foot can stay down or left foot floats up, make it strong and powerful. Maybe your left arm reaches forward and just work the length in your left side. Perfect place to stay. Or final option, bend your left knee, reach back, grab your foot. Once you've got it, kick foot into hand, pull hand back into foot. Imagine your heart is trying to look up at the sky. See if you can let it. Take about 2 more deep breaths. Good job, friends. And then nice and easy release. Come back to your regular tabletop, hands and knees. Bring your knees at least hip-width distance apart. And we're going to take our right arm out, reach it all the way up, inhale here. As you exhale, thread your right arm underneath you, but don't relax into it yet. Just hover above the ground here. And then inhale, unthread, reach up again. Exhale, thread your right arm through as far as you can and just hover, 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 hold. Inhale, unthread. And then this time, exhale, thread it through, reach as far as you can, and we'll come down to rest. So bottom of your exhale, just set your shoulder and your head down. You can use your left hand to kind of leverage this twist, push your left fingertips into the ground. You could wrap your left arm behind your back, or any other way you want to work this pose. Just big, spacious breaths into your back body. All the way to empty as you exhale. Good job, you guys. Take about 2 or 3 more rounds here. And if you do happen to have your left hand lifted, set it back down. On an inhale, unthread your right arm, reach it out and all the way up. And then exhale, right hand to the ground. And for a moment, we're just going to sit back into a hero's pose, kneeling position. So if you feel okay just sitting back onto your heels, do so. Otherwise, you can use your block. Knees together, feet apart, and sit on top of your block. That's an option as well. Neither of those work, just sit any way you need to. Arms down by your sides. Exhale in your breath. As you inhale, reach your arms up. And as you exhale, eagle arms, right elbow under left elbow. Right elbow on bottom, left elbow on top. Wrap your arms together. So you can grab hold of your left thumb. You can place your palms together if you can get them there. You could also, if it's too much, just grab the backs of your shoulders. If you've got those eagle arms, see if you can lift your elbows up away from your chest. And then feel into your core. Notice if you're flaring your ribs forward and letting go completely through your center. Draw navel to spine. Feel that brace around your middle. And then we're just going to hold this for about 3 more rounds. Your eagle arms. Right arm under left arm. Good job, friends. Take one last deep breath. And then let your arms come apart. Release them. Just give them a little shake out down by your sides. Come forward to your hands and your knees as you're ready. Take it back to down dog. Inhale, push the ground away. And exhale, gaze to the top of your mat. Step tiptoe or hop, forward fold. Halfway lift as you breathe in. Exhale, let it go. Root through your feet and rise all the way up. Inhale, reach. Exhale, hands to heart. All right. Inhale, reach up. Pause. Left foot will be your base. Lift your right knee. So balancing and standing staff for just a moment. Take one more inhale. Full eagle pose. Right knee on top, right elbow underneath again. Wrap your arms together, grab the backs of your shoulders. Sit back. Woo! Squeeze the tops of your thighs. If you can get that second wrap of your toes around your calf, awesome. If not, just keep your right toes active. Take an inhale and try to lift your elbows up. As you exhale, elbows towards your knees. So round, inhale, lift back up. We'll do 3 like that. Exhale, elbows towards your knees or your legs, curl in. Inhale, lift up. One last time. As you exhale, squeeze your inner thighs and round, navel to spine. This time, inhale, standing staff. So unwind everything. Lift your right knee, maybe even extend your right leg forward. As you exhale, step your right foot in front of your left foot so your feet are now crossed. Right foot crosses over left foot. And then take your dive down into your forward fold. We're going to put more weight in our back foot, our left foot. So you can bend your front knee, your right knee, come up to your right tiptoes if you want. And then pull your left hip back as you walk your hands over to the right, just slightly. Great place to use your block again under your hands if you want to. Breathe, relax your neck. Breathe up your left side, down your left leg. Couple more rounds. And then walk your hands back to center. Uncross your legs so you're just in your regular forward fold for a moment. Next time you breathe in, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, plank pose. Inhale, push the ground away. Exhale to slowly lower. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, tabletop, hands and knees. All right, moving into our modified side plank on our left side. So pivot on your left knee, right leg reaches back, right arm reaches up, open through the front of your heart, front of your hips. You can absolutely stay here, or here are your options. Pick up your right foot. Right leg is strong, right foot is active. Reach your right arm forward and lengthen your right side. Final option if you want it. Bend your right knee, grab hold of your foot behind you. Gentle leverage, kick foot into hand. Pull hand back into foot. Let your heart look up a little more. Breathe. You can spread your toes as you hold your right foot in your hand. Take 2 more rounds. Slow, spacious breath. And then nice and easy, bottom of your next exhale. Release from that. Come back down to tabletop. Knees at least hips width distance. And let's take your left arm out and up. Inhale here. Exhale, thread your left arm underneath you, but hover your shoulder above the ground. Don't come down to rest yet. All the way to empty. Inhale, unthread. Reach up again. Exhale, reach it through. Hover, hold, navel to spine. Inhale, unthread, reach up. And then last time, exhale. Reach your left arm underneath you as far as you can, then gently come down, rest on the outside of your shoulder and head. You can push your right hand into the ground, kind of leveraging the twist. You could wrap your right arm behind you, or anywhere else you want to take this, any other way you want to explore. Big, spacious inhales. All the way to empty with your exhales. Soft face, soft jaw. Last couple rounds. Your right hand is lifted. Bring it back to the earth. And then on an inhale, unthread your left arm one last time. Reach it up. And then left hand comes down. Sit back once again into either hero's pose or use your block. Bring your feet wide and sit on your block. If you can't sit in a kneeling position, any way you need to sit is fine. Arms down to your sides, exhale. And as you inhale, reach your arms up. Eagle arms, left elbow under right elbow, wrap your arms together. Lift your elbows up and away from your chest. Notice if you're flaring your ribs and arching your spine. Try to find a neutral spine, that little tiny engagement through your lowest and deepest abdominals. So your transverse navel to spine connection, that brace around your middle. Keep lifting your elbows up and away from your chest. Breathe into the back of your heart, gazing right through your arms. About 3 more deep breaths. Take one last round, big spacious inhale, all the way to empty as you exhale. Bottom of your exhale, release your arms, let them come down to your sides, just give them a nice little shake out. And then tabletop, and then downward facing dog. Inhale as you push the ground away. And exhale, look to the top of your mat, step, tiptoe, or hop, forward fold. Half lift as you breathe in. And exhale, bow. Root to rise, take it all the way up. Inhale, reach and stretch tall. Hands to your heart center, exhale. Okie doke. Inhale, reach up. Right foot is your foundation, lift your left knee. So find your balance in standing staff. And we're taking it into eagle, left knee on top of right, left elbow under right, sit back. Squeeze through the tops of your thighs. And lift your elbows up. Take an inhale as you lift your elbows even higher. And then as you exhale, curl in, elbows towards your knees or your legs. Inhale, lift. Exhale, engage your core as you curl in, round. Inhale, lift. And one more time, just like that. Elbows towards your knees or your legs, all the way to empty in your breath. Woo! Inhale, standing staff, unwind, reach up. Maybe extend your left leg, big inhale. And then step your left foot in front of right. So feet are now crossed. Take your dive down. Bring more weight into your right foot, your back foot. So if you want to, you can bend your left knee a lot or even come up to your left tiptoes. Pull your right hip back and walk your hands over to your left a little bit. So hands walk over to your left as your right hip gently draws back. Breathe up your right side and down your right leg. Big, spacious breaths. Nice job, friends. Just a couple more. And then end of your next exhale, walk your hands back to center, uncross your legs, so regular forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, plank pose. Inhale to push the ground away, find lots of strength, strong core, and then slowly lower, exhale. Inhale, feel your heart open. Exhale, just a child's pose. Sit back, hips towards your heels, forehead towards your mat. You can roll your forehead side to side or sway your hips a little side to side. And then rise up to hands and knees again. We're going to come all the way down onto our back. So however you want to make that transition, all the way down to your back. Make sure you've got your block handy, somewhere you'll be able to grab it when you're on your back. Once you've arrived, just hug your knees in and take a little rock from side to side for a moment. All right, we're gonna set up for another bridge pose. This one will be supported, and everybody use the lowest setting. So feet, hips width distance, all 10 toes face forward, peel your spine up. And grab your block, bring it on the lowest setting underneath your sacrum. So with your Block on the lowest setting. We're going to take a supine pigeon variation. Bring your outer right ankle, extend your right leg up maybe first. Just flex your toes back and then outer right ankle, top of your left thigh. And you can either keep your left foot down and just press your right knee forward and away from your upper body. If you want, you can pick up your left foot and draw your legs towards your upper body as well. So whichever option you feel will best serve you. Just keep your breath moving and flowing through. Take about 3 more deep breaths here. Bring your left foot back to the ground if it happens to be lifted. Extend your right leg straight up for a moment. Point, flex, or roll out your ankle. And then set your right foot down and switch sides. So extend your left leg up, flex your toes back. Then outer left ankle, top of right thigh. So either leave your right foot down, press your left knee forward and away, or pick up your right foot, draw your knees towards you. Just big intentional breaths. Just be here for about 3 more rounds. If you're holding onto your right leg, set your right foot back down. Extend your left leg straight up. Take just a moment, roll out your ankle or point and flex a few times. And then set your left foot down, back to your supported bridge. Inhale to pick up your hips and work your block out of the way. Exhale, slowly lower down. Take some windshield wipers so feet nice and wide. Side to side, slowly and mindfully, slowly and intentionally. Good. Good job, friends. When you feel complete with these, come back to center. Find a happy baby pose. So lift your feet, grab hold. Pull down with your arms, press up through your heels. Try your best to neutralize your spine. So rather than rounding a lot, try to stay nice and neutral. If you want to, you can extend one leg, then the other leg, or even both legs at the same time. And eventually, please don't rush, but eventually just start your journey towards your Shavasana. So if there's any last poses, any finishing poses you want to take, now is your time. And as you settle into your Shavasana, friends, you're just gonna let go of any control or manipulation of your breath. And just let your body give in to gravity. Let everything really settle. My thought for you as you settle in. So as we spend lifetimes chasing the idea of home, in lovers, in work, in the next version of success, but the body you inhabit, the breath that moves through you, has been whispering all along, I was always the home you were looking for. The body you inhabit, the breath that moves through you, has been whispering all along, I was always the home you were looking for. These last couple of moments, just be at home in your body. Feel what does home feel like? Invite that sensation in. Get curious about it as you rest here for these last few moments of practice. Shavasana. Take a deep breath in. Let it go. Just start to slowly and gently bring movement back into your body. And today, if you feel like you want a little more connection to your feminine energy, that soft, flowy, just sensual, sensitive part of you, roll onto your left side. If you want a little more connection to your masculine side, that bold and confident and assertive side of you, roll onto your right side. And as you rest on either side, just feel into that energy, either feminine or masculine. Everybody has both. So what do you want to connect with in this moment as you go back into your day? Just invite it in, connect to it, get curious about it. And then staying connected to this energy as best you can, use your arms to guide yourself up into seated meditation. As you come up into your seat, sit up tall and gather your hands to your heart. I'll invite you to Om with me just in your own space. So would love for you to join me, especially since you're in your own space and no one is, well, maybe someone's listening, but most likely nobody's listening. So let yourself make sound and noise without judgment. Exhale in your breath. Clear your throat if you need. Breathe in your voice. Om. Thank you very much, my friends, for joining me, for letting me guide you. Namaste. All right, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you. That was great. That was hard.
It was hard. I was like out of breath trying to talk. So I'm glad you said that. I'm like, is this me?
I
All
don't know how you do that. That's so, yeah, that was really great. Thank you.
right. Thank you. All right, you guys. See you next week.
Bye bye.
Have a good one.